letting people...
It's 8, by the way. It's 8. It's 8.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what is going to be one of our final Premier League shows for the 2025-2026 season. And we've decided to host our very own BAFTAs, our very own Oscars, our very own Tony Awards, but it's just the Premier League awards, and it's just a bit of fun. It's not real. Let's all chill out before we all get all pent up, because I know Bush is already getting pent up. Tonight, I have got 4 fantastic podcasters. Now, these podcasters have been with us throughout this season. Some started slightly later, but they have been with us for some great, great time and some great, great moments during the Premier League season, both player-wise and obviously the world's best podcast, that is KB We Love Football. Tonight, I have got a man that doesn't appear very often on our shows, but he's the man with the name above the door. It is King Bush. How are we doing, Bushy?
I'm good. Bit disappointed with some of your nominations, but we'll discuss that later on.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We've also got a regular on my FPL show and a man that looks quite dapper in a shirt and black tie. And he's even got the pose. Look how he's sat with these like this, chest puffed out there. It's John Sullivan. How are we doing, John?
Good evening. It's navy blue, but yes.
It looks black. But yeah,
Yes,
like
navy blue. But hello.
Fight some aliens for MIB, mate. That's what we're looking at tonight. Just sat lovingly below Bushy, a man that I've not seen for a while. He's been in hibernation for a little bit of time, but again, done his hair, especially for us tonight. Put on a lovely, lovely shirt. It is Spursy Luke. How are we doing, kid?
I'm doing all right, mate. Could have been better last night, but you know we're sort of continuing to just be stressed out.
It's gonna go down to the last game, and just to think, mate, you could get relegated by 1 point, mate. 1 point, and with a slightly olive tan. It looks like he spent a few too many minutes on the sunbed. It's what happens when you live in Scotland, isn't it, Tom? We have Turbo Tom tonight as well.
I just want to reiterate, Phil and panel, I have never been on a sunbed in my life. However, listen, I have never literally been on one in my life. But I've just got...
It's not warm in Scotland, surely.
It can't be.
Yeah, but when the sun comes out, I just tan. Because my third cousin once removed was half Jamaican, so hence why I've got a bit of a tan.
I'm almost waiting for it to be like a joke, Tom. Stan Welbeck. I'm almost.
Who's the reason why they said stop the boats?
Well,
we've got lots.
Anyway, good evening, gentlemen. I can't wait.
Good evening, Tom. We've got lots of comments in tonight already. John was on before the show. Good luck. Everyone deserves a huge congratulations. Fantastic show all year. Thanks for letting me be part of the journey. John, it's a pleasure to have you, mate. Absolutely. Right, Chuff.
And John should get the award for the best dressed of the evening.
Thank you.
With white shirt, black tie. He's actually...
Navy blue.
Bushy, it's navy blue.
All right. Looks black for me, but...
We've got Ray Chuffed on. Evening, gents. Have an awesome award show, and thanks for the nomination for Best Newcomer. That we're coming on to that very shortly. I'm Ray Chuffed. Also, if there was an award for Best Premier League Dad, that would have to be Stan. Ben Woodcockson. Evening, everyone. I just had to take an opportunity to thank Lee and Phil for giving me a voice and in the FPL show as well. I'm very excited to continue this journey. It's great having you on board, Ben. What a fantastic
Ben has been absolutely fantastic as well. He were sort of struggling at the beginning, but he's absolutely come on leaps and bounds, and I'm so proud of him, really. to say that how far he's come in a short space of time, and that is thanks to Phil as well. He's really enjoys the FPL show, so yeah, it's really good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. A few more comments. Even everyone can't get over Phil's shit outfit. Thank you very much, the real Phil Smith. Also, John looks like he's ironed his shirt.
Thank you.
That time John did something. You've got to have been on a sunbed, Tom, or put the fake tan on. There's never sun in Scotland. It's always snow and rain.
Now, listen, honestly, I just tan really well. Like I said,
he's been on one of them dinghies trying to get back to England from Scotland.
I think what it is, it's the backlash.
Coast to Dover.
I think it's the backlash from the Eurovision show that he did on Saturday. I think he's probably had too many slaps around the face for some of the comments that he made.
I went to the Turkish barbers yesterday, and they thought I was one of them. So that's all I'm going to say.
Kurdish, really? Okay. Anyway, Pete Scott is also into like some panel this. Absolutely, it is some panel. Right. We've got plenty of viewers. So tonight we have got a series of awards. I think there's about 16 awards up for grabs tonight. So hopefully we don't waffle on too much. But the awards have been split into two categories. So we've got Premier League player and team category, and then we've got podcaster of the year a category as well. So we're going to start with the Premier League player awards. Now, we've done it slightly different to what the format of Miller's when they did theirs a couple of weeks ago. We've done it slightly different. This we've got award categories, and then there was nominees that were put forward. So there was about 4 nominees per award. I think some of the awards had slightly less, and I know one of the awards had slightly more. But in general, there were 4 nominees per.
By the way, some of the nominees were very questionable.
So
100%.
He's still spitting his dummy out. The fact that a particular goalkeeper wasn't chosen, but it is what it is. Suck it up, Buttercup. If you don't like it, I don't give a shit. So what we're going to do is we're going to give everybody the opportunity that's watching tonight to also vote. So you can vote whilst we are announcing each one of the nominations.
You can actually put the votes on here as well. I'll do it. So what are we doing it for?
So we're going to start going through the Premier League ones first.
So what's the first one?
Goalkeeper of the season will be the first one. So Bushy.
What's the options?
So the options are Raya, Kelleher, Donnarumma, or Rose. So that's obviously David Raya for Arsenal.
So Phil, if you go into widgets,
yeah, is it there?
Yeah. If you go into widgets, it'll say new poll. Just type it up and then bang it. And then they have to, if they put in the chat A, B, or C, it'll generate the poll.
Love it. I'll put these in quickly then. If somebody wants to start talking while I'm doing it.
I'm gonna do it, but because I'm not the host, it's not going to show on the screen.
I apologize if there is any spelling mistakes on this. I am rushing this. So this is for goalkeeper of the season. So goalkeeper of the season. So if you are watching, if you're watching
in the chat,
if you pop into the chat and go 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, that will add to the poll there. It just says Raise. It's not Raise, it is Raya. So the nominations are Raya, Kelleher, Donnarumma, and Rose. Now, as part of our little pre-voting,
I don't care because it should be Donnarumma.
Yeah, no, we've got a vote already. We've got a vote for number 3, Donnarumma there. So we have had our internal votes already. Lots of internal votes between our podcasters and things like that. And we've had 10 votes prior to these votes coming in tonight. So 10 votes have already been accumulated prior to these votes tonight. I'll give you another minute to make your votes. Obviously, we've got a couple in the chat already. Both voted for number 3, Donnarumma. Somebody's put, the real Phil Smith has put, where's Carl Darlow? Who?
The Leeds.
So
goalkeeper.
obviously on this chat, you can see there's an obvious winner that's not even on there. So Semi Layman's at Manchester United has been the best signing for Manchester United this season, has transformed us from nearly relegation to 3rd in the table. Without him, we wouldn't be 3rd in the table. So it's an utter disgrace that Phil's missed him out. I think he's done it purposely
I've got a question.
Pull my plodder. But there you go.
I've got a question. How many clean sheets has he had this season?
It doesn't matter about clean sheets.
Yeah, but it does. Of course, it does. It's a goalkeeper's.
How many saves has he done? How many key important saves has he made?
Sheets. You want to keep the ball out of the back of the net.
No, it doesn't matter. We finished 3rd from a team that were finishing near the bottom, and he's one of the main reasons. He's probably the best young goalkeeper in the league.
I'll make an argument for you here, Bushy. Phil, how many more goals do you think they'd conceded if they had that clown Onana in there?
Mate, trust me. Any club with that clown Onana in there would be unbelievably letting the ball in constantly. He was shite.
So Le Mans absolutely has changed how Man United play and is a big part of the reason they're that far up. In my opinion.
Well said. It's a disgrace, but come on.
Listen,
it's Phil's show. Let him be.
Just because he's going down to the last game of whether you're going to survive or not, you know. You don't need to get on.
It's not relevant to me. Not, Spurs. You know. We're not talking about how crap we've been.
Not yet.
So those 2 votes that we have had in the comments tonight does not change the overriding how many votes that we've had. It doesn't swing it either way. So the votes went through. Obviously, we had 10 votes, and then a further 2 votes have now come through tonight. Room for one more? Is it too late either way? I'll be in the
Bob, dude, you can come in, mate. The link's there. So
drop on the link, Bob, dude, and we'll slide you in on screen somewhere. So tonight, I can announce that the goalkeeper of the season, based on either Raya, Kelleher, Donnarumma, or Rose, goes to David Raya for Arsenal. So a little interesting fact, 19 clean sheets this season across all competitions for David Raya. So very, 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 very good. If you've got him in your FPL, I know it's only your fantasy Premier League. Obviously, he's been picking up a lot of points, and he is the highest rated goalkeeper on FPL as well. So nice, interesting one there. So we're going to move on to our second award of the night. The second award of the night is Defender of the Season. So while I fill this in, have a chat between yourselves, boys. Entertain everybody.
Defender of the Season.
Yeah, Defender of the Season.
Here we go.
Just pop.
And just grab the
Bob,
nominees.
dude, how we doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, mate. Good. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Sorry, I'm a bit late.
No,
Defender of the Season.
Glad to have you on. Nelson RUFC says, "Hi lads, how we doing? Yeah, we're doing great, Nelson, mate. Who's a Rotherham fan? What is your thoughts on Steve McLaren coming in?" That's divided opinion. I think there will be a show tomorrow now discussing that as well. So that should be a fun show, to say the least. It's already sparked some debate in our WhatsApp group.
Absolutely. Just as before, so our second award of the night is Defender of the Season. So again, if you're watching in the comments, please make sure that you add either 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. The options for tonight for Defender of the Season are number 1, Gabriel for Arsenal. We've got Mark Gay for Manchester City and England International. We also have a Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool. And obviously we have Senesi in there as well. So place your votes, please. The real Phil Smith has popped their votes in with Gabriel. Absolutely. Tom, What's your thoughts on a defender of the season, mate? Where do you think
There's only one winner, and it's the title winners. It's Gabriel for me. Obviously, it's an absolute shame that Arsenal have indeed now won the Premier League. I can't stand Arsenal. It's an awful place. And listen, they've gone on to win the Premier League. We can't call them bottle jobs anymore, but however, that chap has been an absolute stalwart. I hate the Emirates Stadium, awful place. I preferred Highbury back in the day. I was there. Bushy, I don't know if you were there or John. Worthington Cup, where we lost them on penalties. Highbury, proper stadium. Emirates, awful place. But coming on away from that, yeah, Gabriel gets my vote for defender of the season. They've kept the most clean sheets. David Raya was my pick for goalkeeper of the season. It was a close pick between him and Kelleher, but you've got to go with the champion. So, yeah, Gabriel for me. But Arsenal winning the league is like, I don't know, your ex-bird getting with a model in it.
Well, I don't know, mate. I don't know, you know.
It's just crap. It's awful.
Not with that shit on, Phil.
Shut up. Go and fight some aliens with Men in Black, mate. Go on. Go and fight some aliens with Men in Black. So we are going to go straight to the defender of the season. So like I said before, we did have a bit of a poll flying around prior to tonight's show. We have 10 nominations in total across the Premier League players that we're going to be talking about in this first half of the show. And on our poll, 60% of the votes went to Gabriel for Arsenal. We've only had one decision. Gabriel gets the seventh vote out of the 11 votes that we received tonight. So Gabriel wins as player or defender of the season. So we're going to move on to the third poll now. The third poll is midfielder of the season. Now, the four that have chosen, Bush is going to moan about one of them, absolutely, because he thinks Forest are crap. But again, looking at it, we have gone through some of the players, have gone through the scorers, the defensive contributions.
It don't matter who's on that list. There's only one winner.
So I knew Bushy would come straight in on this one. So Bushy, you've stuck yourself top and centre on the cameras. Yeah. So go on then. Give your views on who should win midfielder of the season.
I mean, if anybody disagrees with this one, you're having a debate with me. Okay, end of story. It's Bruno Fernandes by an absolute country mile. He's broke the record for the most assists in the Premier League. He's single-handedly carried Manchester United to the Champions League with the goalkeeper. He's the best midfielder in the Premier League by a country mile. He is the Portuguese Magnifico. He is the one and only Bruno Fernandes.
That was like a Martin Luther King speech. That was like
anybody disagreeing with that? Anybody disagreeing with that? Come on.
Brian Van Dam, you're in the corner, chuckling to yourself immensely there, loving the shirt and the fact you super got yourself ready tonight. Your vote. What was your vote for?
I mean, I stick by it and I don't care. I went for Gibbs White.
Oh my God.
Hey, Phil won't sleep with you. I promise you. He's not going to sleep with you just because you
listen, you all know my views on Gibbs White. I did not vote Gibbs White at all. I didn't vote for Gibbs White for midfield of the season.
Mate, even if Gibbs White were in the chat, he wouldn't have voted for himself. Terrible.
Not anybody voting, please make sure that if you are in the comments, please vote for your midfielder of the season. We had 10 votes backstage. We had 10 votes for this award, and there is an outright winner. 60% of the votes, and it does go to the man that is Gibbs. No. It goes to Bruno Fernandes, and rightly so as well.
So did anybody else other than Bob Dude not pick Bruno Fernandes?
Yeah, I didn't pick Bruno Fernandes.
Who did you pick?
Antoine Semenyo. That's only because I don't like Bruno Fernandes as a person, and I don't like Gibbs White as a person. So there we go.
I went against.
And you made the nominations.
I went Declan Rice, mate.
Tom, is that where you're at the fancy hotel where you get your sunbeds? Because that's you've changed. You've got a grand piano all of a sudden.
I know I can play the piano, innit?
Tom, you're an Arsenal fan. You voted Arsenal on all three of these.
I genuinely look. As you know me, I don't support any Premier League team. I went with Declan Rice because I think without Declan Rice, Arsenal don't win the Premier League. Manchester United, yes, albeit
no. Without VAR, they don't win the Premier League. Tom.
Arsenal,
Arsenal. No, without Gabriel, they don't win the Premier League. The defence has won them the Premier League.
Yeah.
Corners
the defence, and I think
corners.
Declan Rice is the most bang average midfielder I've ever seen.
I don't know, mate. Don't know. I think he is.
He's about as average as his missus is.
Ooh, okay.
I thought we'd already voted for controversial comments.
We have already voted for controversial comment of the season. So that's another one to add to the list, it looks like. Okay, we all agree, and the fans have agreed that it is Bruno Fernandes with the win on that one. The next award goes to forward of the season. Now, obviously, you can pick a striker, you can pick a winger in this scenario as well. But the nominations for the forward of the season, 4 nominations are Erling Haaland for Manchester City, obviously Thiago for Brentford, João Pedro for Chelsea, and Bowen for West Ham United. They are the nominations that the guys all picked from. Again, we had 10 votes based around those 4 players. Where do we think this went, boys? Spursy Luke, where do you think this has gone? Remember, guys, you can also comment with either 1, 2, 3, or 4 to vote for forward of the season. But Spursy, where do you think it went, mate?
Well, I can tell you where I voted. I think a striker for Brentford getting 22 goals is absolutely ludicrous. So I think it should absolutely be Thiago, because as much as Haaland's put up 5 more goals, he's looked absolutely nothing like we've seen him, and he's looked a lot more wasteful this season. So for me, it's hands down Thiago.
Interesting. Tom, do you kind of agree with that? Obviously, there's no Arsenal in there, mate.
I went with Thiago as well. What a great signing! What a great spot! He's made the Brazil squad. I think he's going to be dangerous at the World Cup. Scoring not with a gun, unless he takes a gun with him.
Oh my!
I mean, Thiago for me, he's for me, hands down, the best striker in the Premier League this season. My opinion.
I think I'm going to have to rip up the old sheet of most outrageous comment made on a Premier League show tonight. That's 2 comments, one with a gun, and the one that Bushy said. How come all your outrageous comments, Tom, always end up in guns or war or
ex-military? Innit? It's on his brain.
Well,
one of his outrageous ones is to do with sunbeds. So I mean, he's fully at it tonight.
I mean, that's just an act, really, isn't it? That's not a line to come out with. Bushy, back tonight. Statman Bushy.
I mean, this is just silly, isn't it? So Thiago's played 37 games, scored 22 goals with 1 assist, an average rating of 7.6, where Haaland's played 35 matches, so he's played less and scored 27 goals, and he's got 8 assists, and his average rating is probably 8. So on those stats alone, Haaland wins it. On the eye test, it's not even close. Haaland is a much better player than Thiago. That's why he's playing for Man City, and Thiago is playing for Brentford.
Well, you've heard it right here. The Oracle that is the name above the door, King Bush himself, has had his second Martin Luther King speech of the night.
And I don't like Haaland because he plays for
Oh,
Man
stop.
City, but even I've got to admit that Haaland is the best striker in the Premier League at the minute.
Well, wind your neck back in, Bushy. Calm yourself down, kidder. Don't worry. Don't worry your little socks, kidder. Haaland has won this year's Forward of the Season award. Obviously, we've got one vote from the viewers. I'm surprised. We need more votes from the viewers tonight. We've got a lot of
There's loads of people watching, so you can vote. Don't be afraid.
Love you.
I think the people that don't vote are the haters that don't like me, and they probably don't want to see the name pop up to know that they're watching me.
And
hello, babies. Hello, baby. Daddy's here to take the bills. I'm here. You're paying me. You're paying me the moolah. Get in the chat, boys. Admit you're watching me. It's like asking your mum if you're watching porn. You said no, but you really are. You know what I mean?
There's another one.
We're going to have fire tonight, boys. We are out on absolute fire tonight. The next award, I've got to keep control of this. What these play tonight, haven't I? The next award will be Team of the Season. Now, there are no nominations for Team of the Season. It was nice and simple. You vote for who you want to put forward for Team of the Season. So please, in the comments, I'd like people to just put this in the comments. Who is their Team of the Season? There's 20 teams to choose from. Put your Team of the Season in the comments. We've got lots of viewers. Stick a comment down very, very quickly. Your Team of the Season. I'm going to go round every single one of us here today and talk to each one of you and find out who your Team of the Season is. And then I will tell you the majority of votes and who we have got as the majority of the votes. So, Bushy, who have you voted, mate, for your Team of the Season?
So I'd love to say Manchester United, obviously.
I'll vote for your own.
But I think it's a great achievement what we've done from where we finished last season. So we have a strong case for being Team of the Season. But you can't ignore, for me, Arsenal. I think the fact that they've not bottled it this year, they've been consistent throughout, and they're also in a Champions League final, which for me tips it. I think if they just won the league, I think the league is probably as poor as it's been. But I think the fact that they've got to Champions League as well, I think they are Team of the Season. I would say some special shout outs to Leeds United. I think their first season has been unbelievable to stay up. And I would also say Sunderland also have been absolutely fantastic and a breath of fresh air to the Premier League. So well done. Special mentions to Sunderland, Leeds United and Manchester United. But my pick is Arsenal.
Thank you for that, Bushy. John, what about yourself, mate?
Good evening. Thank you for having me. It's the first time I spoke this evening. I have gone with not who's won the league because, well, anyway, let's not go over that bridge. I've gone with a surprise package for this award, and that's Leeds United.
Leeds United.
Yeah, that's a good shout, John, because obviously I give a special mention to Leeds. I think with the budget that they've got, I think they've
been a great season. They've been very entertaining at times as well. Very entertaining.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Spursy, who are you going with?
So I went with a team that I think a lot of people had pinned for relegation, considering they'd lost their manager, they'd sold a bunch of their best players, and suddenly in comes Brentford with a top half, potentially even European finish. So you're looking at a team that I think I had them penned as 19th. So for a new manager that was, I think, only an assistant coach before this, to walk in and suddenly have him top half, absolutely worthy of a job.
Call,
Good shout, mate. Good shout. Very, very, very good.
That is a good call, that.
Turbo.
I missed them off my radar.
There's only one team it can be. It's Bournemouth. Bournemouth are the Team of the Season. Bournemouth, however many years ago, John or Bushy might tell me we're on minus points in League 2. Minus points in League 2. And we actually finished above Bournemouth that season and we stayed up. However, fast forward however many years later, Bournemouth are on the brink of getting into the Champions League with one of the most tin pot stadiums ever, and some of the best players in the Premier League. They could be playing Champions League football next season. It's without a doubt, for me, Bournemouth are the team of the season.
They've got guaranteed Europe this season. Whatever happens,
Guaranteed, yes.
They're guaranteed Europe this season. They could possibly get Champions League, which is mad, crazy, absolutely crazy. But very well done to them. And finally, Brighton fan Dan.
Yeah, so John, I didn't pick this because I've seen the Newcastle rivalry, but I mean, for me, it's Sunderland. I feel like they've overachieved what everyone thought they would do. And there's still a possibility that they could get Europe depending on how Sunday goes. I feel like a lot of people, because of the past, when you look at the promoted teams, you pick them three to be typically the ones that go back down, but this has not been the case. So for me, I feel like they haven't overachieved. They've just showed that not every club that comes up like your Leeds are going to be favourites for relegation and prove people wrong.
No, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Some great teams. I mean, some of the teams that have been thrown around either off the show or on the comments tonight. Obviously, we've got Aston Villa. They're up there. Arsenal, obviously champions this season. We've mentioned Brentford. Man United have been mentioned as well, not just by you tonight, Bushy. Bournemouth is a big hitter. So Bournemouth has had a real good amount of votes going their way. Obviously, Sunderland and Leeds United. Myself, I also voted for Bournemouth, just looking at what they've done, the possibilities of that, that Champions League spot this season. You would not associate Bournemouth particularly. I think Bushy, you mentioned Bournemouth before as being not one of the teams that should be in the Premier League, and yet they're sat there on the cusp now of Champions League football next season.
I mean, they shouldn't. I mean, like Tom alluded to, they've got a tin pot stadium, They've got a small fan base, and they're just a club where you think, you see it on the fixtures, Man U versus Bournemouth. You think, oh, God, I don't want to go to that. Don't want to think about that. Man U against Brentford. Oh, no, I don't want that. Man U against Brighton. Oh, no.
What's this weekend? You're not going to care about it then?
But fair play to them. They've stayed here, but I'd sooner them replaced with some big clubs, to be honest with you.
So some of the comments...
Big clubs, yeah?
I mean, I'm a bit embarrassed to say I'm English and we've got like Bournemouth in the Champions League.
Someone just shut that man up.
Could have been worse. It could have been Nottingham Forest.
So we've got a few more comments. Danny's shouted out Bournemouth. Dave Bez has gone with Sunderland for me. The real Phil Smith going with Leeds. And also then said, I must say, it kills me, but Scum have done well this season as well. But it has been decided.
Weren't there somebody on this panel that predicted they'd finish third? That video's coming that video is coming very short.
Just shut him up, will they? Shit sometimes, doesn't he? Just waffles shit. But anyway, let's get to the awards winner, and the award for team of the season goes to Bournemouth.
Oh wow!
For Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Well done.
Of all the votes that we've had tonight, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, we've had 15 votes, and tonight over all the teams, and Bournemouth win with the most votes.
So just talk to me about this. So are we saying now in British English football, mediocrity is what we're striving for? Because we're not picking a team that's won the league and are in the Champions League final. We're picking Bournemouth.
Yes,
I didn't pick Bournemouth, Bushy.
Bushy, if you don't like it, there's a little red button at the bottom, mate, where it says you can leave the studio. Yeah?
Do you know what I mean?
My guess
is like...
It's getting a bit crowded on this screen.
Do you know this is what it's like? Is like, the school football teams now where they don't have scores because the other team doesn't want to be upset that they've lost. This is where we're at.
We're going to move on to the next award. And Bushy, you're not going to be happy with this one if you're not happy with the team and the season. You don't worry, Michael Carrick is not winning an award tonight. So the next one is Manager of the Season. Again, we've left this completely open for people's choice.
There won't be a Forest one, will there? You need a full page just to put the Forest on.
We've had 4 managers this season, and not one person has voted for any of those managers, and I wonder why. But never mind. At least we've survived another season, and we'll go for it. So we're going for Manager of the Season. So I'm going to go around everybody again. Who is their Manager of the Season? This time we're going to start with Brighton fan Dan, please.
Well, for reasons that don't need to be said, I went with the Bournemouth manager. They've overachieved. They're going to get Europe regardless what competition it is. And I feel like he's done a fantastic job from the start of the season where they were struggling to where they are now. He's turned that team around and it's incredibly to see. So fair play to him. So yeah, I went with Bournemouth's manager.
Which is Iriola, isn't it? Yeah.
Iriola
is. Yeah.
Okay. Tom, what's your thoughts on this one?
Iriola for me, mate. Iriola. What a job. What a job that bloke's done. And I can't believe.
Oh, God.
Is he there next season, Iriola?
No, he's left.
No, he's left.
Where's he going?
We don't know.
Probably
well, I'll tell you where he'll be going. He'll be going to an absolute top team. Iriola for me. Mikel Arteta can do one. I hate him. He looks like Captain Black off Captain Scarlet. Absolute dosser. Guardiola, dosser. Slot, dosser. Whoever Chelsea manager is right, dosser. Right, all these teams with all this unlimited amount of money. You got Iriola there mixing it up, getting in the Champions League potentially. So Iriola gets my vote, as it were.
Thank you for that, Tom. Mr. Lukey Spursy Luke, where were you going with your vote, please, mate?
Yeah, so I mean, I will just get out of the way. It is also Iriola from me, but I will say mention to Daniel Farker. He did a great job getting Leeds out of that. Everyone wanted him sacked. I remember Hutch. I remember Birchie both calling for his name back in about September, October time, saying he's not good enough. He won't keep us up. We're going down. And suddenly they've comfortably survived. So I think honourable mention should go to Farker, but it's just Iriola.
Iriola for you. John, look like you're desperate to tell us where are you going with Manager of the Season, mate?
Well, I'm glad we've moved from the toddler section to the teenage section and then to the, I presume, adult section with Bushy to my left.
Jesus Christ, man.
I unfortunately have not gone Team U Pep because Arsenal do not deserve to win the league. I voted for Pep.
Pep. Okay.
Yep.
What?
And I think that is because I know it's based on this season, but he's been a great credit to football, and he's also leaving, Tom. So yeah, I think he's been right up there in the chase for the Prem, and he's been an absolute advocate for Premier League football.
Okay. Come on then, Bushy. You've been shaking your head.
I mean, guys, we've all gone and picked managers here that have won absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Pep won the FA Cup and the League Cup.
You know, we're in the adult section. We're talking about the baby section at the minute. The adults are going to, come and give you the real answers. With the baby section have come with this Arimola, whatever he's called, from Bournemouth. He's won nothing. He's won absolutely nothing. Yeah, he's won a few friends on the bottom panel. But on the top panel, we breed winners. We're thoroughbreds. Yeah. We want winners, yeah? And my man, Mikel Arteta, has won the Premier League and he's broke the cycle of Man City and Liverpool. Arsenal have won it. Credit to them. And they're also in the biggest trophy in world football in the Champions League final, which I believe they probably will win as well. because the structurally so hard to beat defensively. He's built probably the best defence Arsenal's ever seen since Martin Keown and Tony Adams. So for me, there's only one winner. You can only pick one winner, and it's a winner, a guy that's won a trophy. Your guys is managing Bournemouth, 1-0, no expectations, no pressure in the job. Arteta's got pressure, he's got everything. And now Arteta is the Premier League winner. He's the winner. And if anybody says different, they're on drugs.
Well, there is a few people, Bushy, saying different, mate, and one of those is the real Phil Smith. Oh, give over, Lee. Arteta is a weapon.
So do you think the point of the team of the season? Bushy, do you think the team of the season and the manager of the season award just shouldn't exist? They should just be handed over at the same time as the Premier League.
No, but if
well, that sounds what you've argued for.
No, I'm arguing for he's won something. It doesn't matter, does it? He's won something, and they're going to the Champions League final as well. Not just one; he's done all of it. They've got the best defensive in the league. That is coached by a manager, and a team that has been known for bottling it have not bottled it. For me, there's only one winner. Football sense, common sense. But you guys are probably the guys that sit on the sidelines cheering women's football on and trying to pass it off as men's football. And then we're watching kids play and say it's 5-0 to the other team. Oh, no, it's not. Don't worry about it. It's 0-0, lad. Yeah, don't put points in table. You know, that's what we're living in, a woke society, unfortunately. I'm a realist. Football is about winning trophies, getting to finals. That's what this man's done. The rest of them, they're also runs. Yeah, they've done well. It's okay. But you're Bournemouth manager. There's no pressure. Do what you want, son. Yeah.
Just a quick shout out, obviously.
Who gets paid more, Arteta or the Bournemouth manager? There's a reason for that.
Oh, so Pep should be the manager of the season because he gets paid the most.
No, he's not paid the most, but he's one of the highest paid managers because it's one of the most pressured jobs. They're expected to win trophies. There's high pressure. Arteta will be paid more than Areola or Barriola, whatever you want to call him.
Based on that argument, Luke, the Chelsea manager, because they fucked him off.
Bushy, I want to ask you, you get a chance right now, you can have Carrick or Iraola. Who are you taking?
Probably Areola, yeah.
Thank you.
No,
there we go.
No, but if
So
if you said to me, would you get Arteta or Areola at Man U, I'd take Arteta.
Never. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. 100%.
No, you wouldn't.
100%.
Bollocks. You would take Areola.
I wouldn't. I'd take Arteta.
Order.
Just a quick update. Aston Villa.
Cheers, Luke.
1-0.
Cheers, Paul.
All from Tillerman in the Europa League final. So well done to Aston Villa.
Who did they beat to get into Europa League final?
Yeah.
So the manager of the season, based on the 13 votes that we have, with 6 of those 13 votes, goes to Bush's best mate and new manager at Man United, Iraola.
Well done, Bushy.
Look at the shape of his head. So we've got 2 more awards for Premier League player or team. These are a little bit more fun and a little bit more light-hearted awards. The next award goes to Goal of the Season. Now, this was very, very cool. I trawled through 16, 20 odd videos of different goals that were scored this season. And I tried to pick out the ones that were just a little bit extra special over, your standard penalty takers like Nick Voltemade and the good old chips in from, 8, 10, 15 yards out, that kind of thing. And I've actually gone for real, no fooling, awesome penalties and awesome goal scoring this season. The 4 nominations, and if you are watching, you can nominate for any of these 4. The 4 nominations are as follows. Richarlison for Spurs against Burnley. What was a very acrobatic goal from him against Burnley. We've got the Zubamende goal against Nottingham Forest. I think it was something like 25 yards out. Absolutely sent Matt Sells spinning, really. He had a good look round, but he couldn't even see the ball. I think it got a slight deflection off one of the defenders, but it was a scorcher of a goal as it was. We've got Szoboszlai's goal against Arsenal. Again, a peach of a shot. Absolutely no chance of saving that. And then the final goal was Fleming's against Wolves. It was. You don't see much of that man during the season, but wow, what a goal it was. Bushy, of those 4 options, then was there any other ones that stood out to you this season? Any other goals that really stood out this season for you, or did I pick good on this one, mate? Did I pick good?
I think nearly every Man United goal stood out to me, to be honest.
Oh, what all the tapping?
They were all good.
Tell me right now.
Bruno were involved in most of them as well.
Leave through the screen.
Bruno baby was involved in most of them. But no, I've gone with Richarlison on this one.
You've gone for Richarlison. Yeah, got to give Spurs something this season, haven't we?
It's the only thing Spurs are going to get this season. It's probably the last time they get goal of the season for the Premier League. Maybe they'll do a championship show for them next year.
They might get a spot of the bad 8. Who knows? But
no, I actually think Tottenham will stay up. I think West Ham will go down. Just so I put it out there.
Okay. Everyone's entitled to their opinion on that one. Anyway, John, what was any other goals of the season apart from Nick Valdemarte's a penalty into the top corner? You know?
Yeah, nothing special about that at all, was there?
No, not really.
Just a standard day at the office for him. He didn't score many this season. No, I have gone for the Fleming goal because you don't see that every day. Richarlison, back overhead, flippy-de-doo. Grow up. You know, you're going to be in the League One probably in 2 years' time. Anyway, Fleming.
Ooh. Fleming for you, John. So, John, you know, if you were in that position and that ball was coming over, would you have made a better job of it than Richarlison?
I wouldn't be in that position because I'm a goalkeeper. I'd probably save it because he's shite.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, Spurs, Luke.
Would you have saved the Nick Valdemarte penalty, mate?
No, because that was a thunderbolt, and you know it was a really good penalty as well.
It was a good penalty, but listen, there was 20 odd videos that I watched. This was the hardest one to nail down to the nominations.
I know, it's fine.
I think there was a Cunha goal that for Man United that appealed to me a little bit, but I just couldn't do it, and I knew it'd wind Bushy up, so I didn't.
He'll mention it anyway, Phil. So.
Of course he will. He always does. Spursy Lou. Anything else that stand out for you? I'm presuming you've gone for Richarlison as you are a Spurs fan.
I didn't. No, I went for the absolute opposite. I went for the Zubamendi volley.
All right.
I will say, personally, I don't think that goal against Burnley is Richarlison's best goal this season. Great goal, but I don't think it's his best one. He managed to make the best keeper in the league look like an absolute mug from 50 yards. So everyone forgets that happened, but that was a clean sheet blown for them. It was a 50-yard lob when he's on his line. But I've gone for Zubamendi, top quality finish. Like, looking at it impartially, like, it was an absolutely beautiful strike. First time, bang.
Absolutely. And the keeper didn't even know where it was going, was he really? I also go
2-0, by the way.
Everyone will be surprised against Forest. It was a cracking goal. At the end of the day, it was an absolutely cracking goal. Is that notification there, guys, that we've got a 2-0?
Yes, we do. Luke. Buendia has scored to make it 2-0.
Game over.
Game over. Probably game over now. Yeah, absolutely.
That's dead on halftime.
Danny's shouting out Harrison Reed versus Liverpool.
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember it, but there's obviously many we don't remember. I'll look.
Turbo Tom, while Spursy Luke's is having a quick squint at that one. Turbo Tom, where were you going with this one? Anything else that stand out, or were you?
I've gone with Szoboszlai against Arsenal.
Great, it was a great goal. Yeah.
It was a cracking goal.
It's a set piece.
Yeah.
Was that the free kick?
Yeah, it was.
It was perfection, so I've gone with him.
30 odd.
That's right. up
Liverpool
there, to
had
be
an
fair.
awful season. So, I mean, listen,
Take what they can.
highlight.
And
Is that
It's a class goal.
and the very quiet Brighton fan, Dan. I'm sorry, I've not put Danny Welbeck in there, mate, or Newcomer.
No, I'm more shocked that there's no Babis, but that's fine. It's
So
like,
who-
it's over a kick. Just saying,
mate.
got us a point.
Who did you decide to go for in the end, mate?
I went with Richarlison versus Burnley.
Oh.
I thought the technique was really impressive, and if anyone could do that, fair play to you. But I definitely know I couldn't, so I applaud it.
No, absolutely. Like I said, I voted for Zubimendi against Forest. It was very close. The votes that we've had no votes, obviously, in the comments tonight, but the votes that we did have was extremely, extremely close. There was, in the end, it did go for Richarlison versus Burnley, and the slight overhead acrobatic kick from Richarlison against Burnley.
That
Read on the burner
special,
account.
Yeah. I didn't even vote for it.
If there's anybody in the comments tonight that would like to put their votes in, we've got a lot of viewers on tonight watching these award shows. If you would like to make a vote on any of the awards tonight, please make sure that you are putting in the comments either 1, 2, 3, or 4 based on the widget that is currently on the screen. We're going to go to
the Reid one, by the way.
What was that, mate? Sorry.
I've looked at that Harrison Reid one. It was a 97th minute equaliser, short corner, centre back's taking a shot from outside the box, top corner. So it's a equaliser.
Is it a nominated one like
goal.
Watermelon, Luke? Is it one of them where what it should be nominated, but him over there didn't?
I would say, I would say Danny's talking some ball here.
Guys, there went a Forest one in there.
There's not been many goals for Forest, have there? To be
Forest. It was against Forest, Bushy, and I voted
I know that,
for
but I'm surprised you didn't put one in for Forest.
because we've hardly scored anything this season, mate. Because we shit, but we still managed to stay up.
You had 5 against Sunderland to choose from.
Yeah, but
Like a hat trick.
anyone could have scored them, really, couldn't they? Let's have it right.
I think you had a pick of 6 against Spurs. Like,
Yeah, but again,
3 in
anyone
each
could have
game.
scored them. Apart from a Spurs player, they couldn't score shit. But
no, I'm sure we could score on goals.
But Richarlison's just won it, but couldn't score shit.
Richarlison just won it from a dancing overhead kick. But anyway, we're going to go on to the final award for the Premier League teams tonight. We've waffled on enough. We've argued enough. Hopefully, the second half and the second set of awards is not so much argumentative, more a bit of a reminiscing and a bit of fun. So the final award for the Premier League side of the awards tonight is most outrageous decision made of the season. Now, this could have been a VAR decision. This could be a standard referee decision. This could be, something as simple as the ball's gone out for a corner kick and bounced off a player, and then they've given a goal kick, and on the 97th minute or something like that. These have gone for 4 outrageous decisions of the season.
How on earth is Martinez's red card against Leeds not on there?
True.
The hair pulling was going to be one on there, Bushy, as well, but it just, I think you've had enough
accidental handball on there.
Accidental. It landed under his arm. It was like a game of football, and it was losing. So he thought, "I tell you what, I'll take the ball home with me." See you
The ball didn't change flight, mate.
He's off.
He's gone.
It didn't change flight.
Anyway, before you speak your dummy
That's
out,
most exercise he's done all week.
these are the 4 outrageous decisions of the season. It goes to Senesi's red card. Was it a red card? Was it not a red card? Who knows?
Opening game.
It was Gusto's high boot. Studs on show for that one. It was Mbuemo's handball, or it was Havertz and the no red card situation.
But there's no hair pull on transvestite Calvert-Lewin.
No, there isn't.
There's no anything with the Spurs ones.
There's no Newcastle ones either, where Nick Watermelon got elbowed in the face by Arsenal player.
Oh, Spence got elbowed in the face last night.
Yeah, funny that.
Gibbs White got elbowed in the face and it made him look better.
I don't think he got elbowed. He got headbutted. Anyway, sorry,
to
Phil.
Julian Lescott.
Listen. You asked me to produce an award show. I produced you an award show, and all you've done, I tell you what, you moan more than my 14-year-old daughter does, and she moans for England, mate. Yeah. Anyway, if you are in the comments tonight, please jump on the comments tonight and make sure that you vote one of these outrageous decisions of the season. It's either Senesi with the red card, Gusto's high boot, and Buemo's handball, or Havertz no red card.
Phil.
Yes.
I just need to go wrestle the python very quickly. Can I give you my? Can I give you my option?
Yes. What's your option?
I'm going with Mbuemo's handball, mate. That's my one.
Well, that's why he's leaving. It's not because he needs toilet.
No.
Because he's going to get drilled for me because it wasn't handball. It was accidental handball. It wasn't even a thing.
Okay. No, listen. We're not criticising of whether it was or it wasn't, or if it is or if it isn't. Okay,
no,
nice and simple. These are the nominations and these are the awards. Danny has shouted out and done a number 4 for us. He thinks the Havertz no red card was the most outrageous decision. Brighton fan Dan, what have you voted tonight, mate? What have you voted tonight?
Have you got to ask me which one I went for?
I've got to ask you, mate. I'm going to ask you.
I mean, it's the one that I shared in the group chat when it happened. It's
what was that, Brighton fan Dan?
The high boot.
The high boot. So you've gone for the high boot on Gusto. Okay, that's fine. Or on Gusto doing
no, Gusto was the one that did the high foot.
Yeah, with the high boot, absolutely. It's all right. Bushy's sending me off all skew with his argumentative ways. Bushy, which one of those have you gone for then?
Bushy.
Wow, this is Bushy quiet change.
They're all crap. They're all fair decisions. I'll go with number 4.
You're going with Havertz, no red card. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gone. Look at him. He's gone back into his
what
shell.
What about Mikel Arteta? Oh no!
Because something's against one of his team players. He spits his dummy out. John, which one have you gone for today?
I think the list was so vast that
it was so vast. And John, it was very hard for me to make these nominations. Very hard.
Well,
my position, it was hard to make these.
I'm glad you considered all options that Arsenal didn't get any decisions against them. So I've gone the Havertz decision because I think he should be banned for life.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Spursy Luke.
Well, I've gone for the decision that, I mean, if he was playing basketball, he would have got a travelling violation for not bouncing it with 2 steps. So I've gone with Buemo's handball.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
If it's going to be a foul in basketball, it's going to be a foul in football.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I also went for, obviously, the Mbuemo handball. Maybe it's just because I was bitter that Man United managed to beat us.
Win.
They did. But, no one had anything to play for. But I tell you what, I mean, it was a cracking game of football. And me and Bush had a couple of conversations afterwards. And it really was a fantastic game of football. Very end. Lots of action in there. I just felt as though that handball situation and the way that the referee denied what the 4th officials were saying. There was ex-Man United players that were watching the game and in commentary that all said the same thing, that it was handball. Yet Bushy sat there and just flatly saying it wasn't a handball. It's amazing. It's as though.
So hang on, Lee. What do you make of the apology then from the Referees Association that said that it was handball?
They're pussies.
What, they're all skin Maranakis?
Yes. Well done.
The anti-Man United.
Okay.
Oh,
maybe next year it'll be all VAR for Man U or whatever,
Yeah. Who knows? I can tell everybody that the winner of that is the Mbuemo handball. The most outrageous decision.
Yeah, just anti-Manchester United voting. That's all that is.
So far up Arteta's arse, it's unreal. What?
Okay, guys. So it's been an enjoyable and very, very, very busy first half. Let's hopefully the second half is a little bit more light-hearted and enjoyable. Now, I'm hoping that the second half, a lot more of our viewers, and we've got a lot of viewers tonight, are going to vote for these ones. So I'm going to set the first poll up.
They're not, because the King Bush haters, they're here because I'm on tonight and they want to hate me, but they don't pop up.
But they got a chance to vote for you in the first one. There should be an absolute parade of ones on this one.
No, because the name has to come up and that'll show that they're watching me.
Oh, what's that happens? Is that what happens with the votes? It shows who votes.
Yeah, because you have to put a 1 or a 2 on these votes. And when they put a 1 or a 4, the name pops up. So we know we're watching.
Just ignore the names, Bushy. Just ignore it.
Right, so the first nomination tonight is for Best Newcomer. Now, what we mean by newcomer is somebody that has joined the podcast that is either KB We Love Football or part of the whole KB Terrace Talk family and didn't start at the beginning of the season or within a few weeks of the beginning of the season. So the nominations have all gone in, and these are people that are either avid viewers of and then joined us a little bit later on, or started mid-season with us. And those 4 nominations go down as Ben, our good old Ben Woodcock, John Sullivan, our very own man in the top corner here, the man, the myth, the legend that is Tom, Turbo Tom at the bottom here, and Tom's good old friend who appears on his Sunday show very, very regularly, a very knowledgeable person and very funny in my eyes as well, is Dan, or Rate Chuffed as we know him. So if you are watching tonight, obviously King Bush isn't part of that new Best Newcomer category. So if you're a King Bush hater, it's fine. You can vote for this one, Best Newcomer. Just stick 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the comments, and let's see where this goes. So Bushy, let's start with you, mate, as it's your name above the door. Who do you feel is worthy of the title of Best Newcomer?
So obviously, it's difficult because I think everybody on here aren't newcomers, apart from Tom on this one. But out of everybody that have joined not from the start, I think for me, Tom has been unbelievable. He's done his own shows. He's even had the balls to do a
Eurovision.
What's the Eurovision contest? He's done the boxing. He's always available for the Rotherham shows, and he's not afraid to say what he thinks. A bit like me. I think he's more controversial than me, but he gets away with it for some reason. Nobody hates him as much as they hate me. But I think I was on holiday at the time. I got the message from Tom to say that he'd been watching and he'd really like to be a part of it. And I can safely say it's the best thing I've ever done is agreeing for him to come on, because I think he is a superstar, and I think he deserves the award in my view.
Thank you, Lee. That's amazing. Cheers, pal. Thank you.
What a lovely, touching speech. Okay, we're going to go straight on to Tom then. Tom, obviously, Bush is giving you his award and his nomination. Where did you go in this? Obviously, you can't vote for yourself.
I have to go with me sidekick, Danny, Rate Chuffed, just because he does a lot of research. We've done the Eurovision Song Contest. I think last Sunday's show was probably one of the best shows I've been part of or done. But at the same time, it was such a hard thing to pick. But I've gone with Danny. I know he's in this. He's not late to the party, but he's been here he's been in and around for a few months now, and
yeah,
so
he has been a fantastic addition. I totally agree.
He has,
and he only came on, I believe, to help Tom out, and
he did.
Straight away, I messaged Tom and said, "Get him on again. He's brilliant." And he has been, and he's really supportive of the show. I know he's got a difficult job. I won't say what he does because he don't like that being announced on here and all that. But I think he's been an absolute breath of fresh air, and he brings sort of different sort of dynamic to it. A bit like the reason why I like John, and I like every one of you. I mean,
Thanks.
I don't like your teams you support, but I mean, I think everybody on here brings something. Like, I've seen everybody grow so much. I love the Brighton after-match reactions on TikTok. I just look forward to seeing them. And Spursy speaks so posh, and he's very intelligent with it. He knows what he's talking, and he does research stuff. So everybody should get. Obviously, I can't give you this award because you guys have been here from day one. You're the old guard, but I think Tom's rate chuffed has been absolutely fantastic as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan, who did you vote for, mate?
Yeah, difficult one. I have to say it was difficult. I had to do a lot of thinking about this, but for me, it's someone that from show one where their audio wasn't great and they seemed very shy to present day, it's got to go to Ben. I have to say, from someone that has anxiety and stuff myself, doing this isn't exactly easy. Like, if you're someone that isn't confident to speak, it's not the easiest thing to put yourself out there on a live show. And for me, his confidence has gone from strength to strength. He's always putting in that I'm available for the FPL show. When he's on the FPL show, yeah, okay, this season's not gone great, but he's going to build on it and probably be a force to be reckoned with next season. So for me, fair play. Like I say, everyone on that list deserves it, but for me, it's just seeing his personal growth is going to Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. I
agree with that.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I voted also for Ben Woodcock. I mean, obviously, I work quite closely with Ben on the podcasts. Him and me talk quite a lot in regards to the FPL show. He's a big fan of that, and jumping on that, going from that little shy, timid guy with camera issues and lighting issues and microphone issues to be the person that he is now. He's
actually got good knowledge on football as well.
Very good.
He's got a good. He knows what he's talking about. And at first he was struggling to get it out, but you can see the confidence now. He is getting it out there, and it's really nice to see. And long may it continue.
No, I completely on Ben. I completely agree. I think Ben's fantastic. Ben was on my Sunday show on Sunday, and he was great. But I'll always remember in the group chat a few months ago where something about his Goalkeeper was spanking him, but it was just what do you call it? Automated texting.
Yeah.
I think he's been great. And you know what? Big shout out to Ben. I think he's done fantastic. And long may it continue, because the lad, as he's already told us, he's got a few things, in his life and what have you. And listen, I think this channel is testament to the fact that we will have, and we say it all the time, you like football, you got an opinion, you're more than welcome to come and participate. No matter who you are, colour, creed, race, you name it, you can come on.
Unless you're talking about women's football, you're not coming on.
Well, but listen, Ben has been fantastic, been absolutely fantastic.
No, I fully agree. John, is your sentiments the same avenue, mate? Or
yeah, I mean, obviously, special nominations to Tom. I think out of the blue, like a fish into hot water, absolutely adapted well to the show. I shouldn't really be in this category because I'm not a newcomer. I was pretty much here from the beginning. I'm like a dinosaur. I should be the old guard. But I appreciate the nominations if anyone did nominate. But Tom, special mention.
I didn't nominate yet for this award because you're old school.
Thank you.
You started Miller's Monday, so you're not.
All right. Anyway, Bushy, thank you. Yeah. So yeah, Tom, Danny, obviously, all his donkey facts again come on like leaps and bounds. But for me, only one guy wins it, and it's because he's come on so well, and that is Ben.
The reason you snuck on it, John, is because there was that break of John having a bit of time to reflect and go away and think about. And obviously,
I appreciate it.
Stuff in your life, and you've come back a different person, and that's why you were put in those nominations. But I've got to go. I mean, Spursy Luke, are you kind of in the same remit with it, mate?
I mean, I didn't vote for him, but I do agree with completely what was said about Ben. I think I was on either his first or his second show on the FPL show, and he has grown so much since then. That being said, it's best newcomer and not most improved. So I personally went in terms of the person who's brought so much to the table in terms of hosting, whether it's been in terms of the Eurovision, whether it's been in terms of everything else, in terms of he even hosted, I believe, a Wednesday night show when he wasn't ready to, like last minute, came in last minute, an hour beforehand and hosted a Premier League roundup. So, I mean, for me, it's Tom.
Well, I can say, guys. So I can say, based on the votes, every single person that's on that list there all got a vote, at least one vote. So everybody did get a vote. There was 12 votes casted. It was very, very tight. It really was. I think there's two people that have been mentioned quite a few times tonight, being Ben and also Tom. But it was snatched right by one vote. It was snatched, and it does go to Ben Woodcock.
Wow, well done, Ben.
I know you're watching, or you have been watching, mate. I know you've got a busy day tomorrow, but well done to you, mate. If you watch this back,
well done, Ben. Honestly, that'll make his year.
Yeah, well, really well.
Will make his year. I can assure you.
Awesome, that. Really good.
Absolutely. So we're going to go on to the next award. I think, I mean, this award. Let me write it out. You guys have a bit of a chat while I write this award out, because this is a big award. This is.
Yeah, I'm shocked I got nominated for this.
Which award
how
is
did I
this,
make
Phil?
Most controversial.
Most controversial. All right.
Who could possibly win this one?
I'm assuming you ran out of names here, Phil, and just chucked me in last minute.
Wait, did you get nominated for this?
I got nominated for this. Yeah,
I tell you why,
I'm in the room.
I ended up on the list, and funnily enough, you did get a nomination. I'll tell you why I put you on this list, and there's a good reason why I put you on this list. Is you're very much the way that you are. You don't come controversial by saying something outrageous or saying anything like that. You're controversial with your the way that you take the criticism, the way that comes towards you, and the way in which you approach that, and that's why you got added. And actually, you did get some votes, and I say some votes, so you did get some in it. Okay. So let me just put in these names.
What was the show that you did where you turned up in like a lab coat? What was that all about?
Oh, what that one where I was that was a stat man. That was Professor Luke.
Wasn't that the North London derby?
That wasn't. Yeah. No, it wasn't. That wasn't. That was against Man United, and I was presenting facts against Spursy.
Oh, yeah. And then you got battered.
No. Yeah, the funeral suit was against Arsenal. Yeah. But no, the Man United one we drew when Richarlison took his shirt off in the last minute and we conceded. That was that one. That was the stat man stuff.
I can see maybe why you've got a nomination now, Luke.
Yeah, do you know what, in hindsight, I get it.
Got a thing about taking their shirt off.
Oh, yes, Dan.
So the most controversial podcaster nominations are number 1, King Bush, number 2, Turbo Tom, number 3, Spursy Luke, and number 4, myself, Forest Phil. Said some a few little controversial things, but I do not think that I'm anywhere near two particular people, and I think you'll agree, Spursy. Two particular people are very, very controversial. But let's see where this goes. Let's see where this vote goes tonight. I can say of all the awards tonight, this and the best host of a show got the most votes based on the person. So the person that got voted for this one and the person that got voted for the best host got the most in regards to the amount of votes that were cast, basically. Obviously, we're having them come in already. Bushy, you're a very, very popular man tonight. Danny has put Bush just edges by a country mile. Miller has also put Bushy or one Bushy by miles. So Bushy, these people that are watching are here for this award. Must be here for this award, and the award. They're edging towards you, mate. But I don't know why. Do you, mate? You're not that controversial, are you? Really?
No, I voted Tom because I think Tom has more controversial things than me. But he gets away with it. Some reason I'm discriminated against. Maybe because I'm white and he's a different colour.
True, he's no longer white with that tan, is he?
Tom. Another one for
the
you.
Irony. The irony.
Vote for you here, mate. Johnny Talks has voted for you as well. So far, funnily enough, we've had more votes on this award by the viewers, Bushy, and they've all gone for you. So I think it's saying something. Just very quickly, because obviously I want to push through these awards. John, who did you vote for?
Yeah, I love you, Lee. Tom, you're right up there, my friend. But Lee, I hope I can come back on, please. Thank you.
Brian Van Dan?
Yeah, probably controversial in itself, this one. I went with Spurs Luke, but not because of, as you said, like what you've said is basically what my thinking was. It's not necessarily what you say, it's how you react. And the thing that stuck in my mind was obviously what John raised, was when you came in with that quote, and I was just like, that's got to be it for me.
Yeah, no. It was very good. It was very good. I didn't vote for you, Spursy, but that's the reason why I put you in, because how you react to those things.
I voted for me.
I voted for you, Bushy. It's about the only vote that you're going to get off me, mate. But I did vote for you, you know. Absolutely. Another comment in Samantha Carr again. Another one for you there, Bushy. Another vote. So of all the votes that we've got coming in from the viewers tonight,
viewing numbers are going up as well.
Viewing numbers are going up as well. Tom, who did you vote for? Bushy, was it?
No, I thought Luke was really fuck off. Right now he's Bushy.
Spursy, who did you go with?
Yeah, I went with Bushy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think tonight we'll push through this award very, very quickly. But everybody give the man the name above the door. Give him a round of applause. King Bush,
I like this award.
Controversial podcast. On the sheet that we had backstage, of the 12 votes that we had, you got 75% of the vote. That was 9 out of 12 votes that we had backstage. And obviously, you've had 100% of the votes from the viewers tonight.
Well, nobody else has voted on the viewers for anyone else.
Nobody else has voted for anybody else. And actually, it's my first nomination tonight, and I got 0 for it. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Not controversial at all. I absolutely love that. Bushy, what do you say to thank the viewers and thank your fellow podcasters for this most controversial podcaster award tonight, mate?
I'd like to say that I feel we should stop the boats.
Stop the boat? Hang on. That's stop the boats or stop the boats?
Tom wearing fake tan.
It's not fake tan.
Sunbeds.
And thank you for my award, but I don't feel I'm controversial. I feel that I just speak the truth. And in this woke society that we live in, nobody likes the truth. So they class it as controversial. Actually, I'm just speaking the truth. So I get surprised when people actually say, oh, he's doing it for clickbait. I'm actually not. I'm either this stupid and believe that I'm speaking sense, or people just think I'm a lunatic. Maybe a bit of all of it.
That's absolutely fantastic. Well, well done, Bushy. You've smashed that award and taken that award. Didn't you get that for?
You got that for Miller's. Yeah, he did. Well? Yeah.
Maybe that is people are saying something about you, mate. Just an update for anybody that wants to know.
Thank you, Luke.
Now 3-0 up in the Europa League final.
That's that then.
From Morgan Rogers. And a comment from Rachel. Oh, wow, what a lineup, and still going strong. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So we are going to move on to the next award. The next award tonight is for funniest or most humorous funniest podcaster of the year. And the nominations are as follows for this. we've got Turbo Tom is up for another nomination there. King Bush appearing for another nomination on that. Ben Woodcock, again, making another appearance. And John Sullivan also making an appearance on the Funniest Podcaster. Now, remember, funny is a matter of opinion. Funny is how people react based on comments, based on viewings, maybe even based on your looks. Who knows? I'm not aiming anything at anybody there, Bushy. But Funniest Podcaster of the Year. If you are watching,
that'd be the best looking podcaster. That's me by a country
Excuse me? Excuse me?
That's me by a country mile.
Best guest is definitely John tonight. So, Funniest Podcaster, Tom's left us already because he knows he's won this award. Funniest Podcaster of the Year, Turbo Tom, King Bush, Ben Woodcock, or John Sullivan. If you are watching tonight, please make sure that you add your number to the pod. So pop it in the comments. Danny, yours hasn't actually shown on the chart yet because you've obviously written afterwards. Bushy's beef with Doncaster fans, a highlight of the year. Could be one.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Danny is going for King Bush on that one. So Bushy, as the first vote from the viewers has come towards you, who have you voted for Funniest Podcaster of the Year?
Well, this was difficult because there was no Luke in there, were there?
No, there wasn't.
So I would have probably picked Luke because I think he is actually quite entertaining when he came on with his suit and whatnot. I would have probably picked him. I think John as well is another guy that I find immensely funny at times. I think he brings good value to it. But I have to go with, I think people think I'm going to fancy him or something, but I'm going to have to go with Tam Man. Just even the Chinese with tonight's funny, isn't it? You know what I mean?
I mean, the lighting's not the best. He might be more orange. It might be like that old advert, "You've been tangoed." Maybe it's too much iron brew. Being in Scotland, maybe it's too much iron brew, Tom. That's probably what it is, mate. Who knows?
Cheers, Lee.
Turbo Tom gets Bushy's vote tonight. John, who have you gone for, mate?
Right, I feel like I've just been plucked out of a hat with this award. I don't even think I should be anywhere near the funniest award for a start.
Mate. You're hilarious.
Anywho, back to the real business. The other three candidates that are deservedly nominated, Bushy, Tom, or Ben, it's got to be. I mean, Bushy, you're hilarious tonight, but Tom wins it for me. I'm afraid. Sorry.
Okay, Brian Van Dam.
Well, I mean, he said he shouldn't even be on it, so
I shouldn't.
Does the voting count? But I went with John. I feel like when you speak about Rotherham, when you've been in obviously attending the matches and done your reaction that I used to love watching on the Millers not on Monday, but the after matches. Some of the comments that you make would just make me laugh. So for those reasons alone, I think you put yourself down. You are a funny guy, whether you think it or other people think it. Personally, I think you are. So that's why you got my vote.
I'll send you a $5 later, mate.
Thank you. I was waiting.
Spursy Luke, where are you going with this one, mate?
I mean, I went with something that links to the next category as well. So I've gone with Tom.
Yeah.
It absolutely, some moments with Tom just. I mean, I'll get to it more on the next category, but
will we?
I absolutely will go on to that. But yeah, for me, like some of the stuff Tom comes out with, whilst it may not be as controversial as Bushy, is hilarious when it comes up.
Cheers, mate.
I'm saying you're funny. What's wrong with saying
No, I'm happy with that. I won the comedy award in the Millers one, so
you did.
Tom, come on then. Who have you voted for, mate?
I can't remember because it was so hard. Phil, have you got my WhatsApp there?
Yeah, let me have a quick squint at it.
I can't remember because I kept changing it. I couldn't.
It was such a meaningful vote then, Tom. Such a
really meaningful vote.
So meaningful, we forgot
edge of his seat stuff.
Let's have a
we
look.
go.
I've got a feeling I went with John.
There's no way I'm fun. There's no way I win this. It's absolutely
It was
ridiculous.
between Bushy and John.
You went.
And I
You
was thinking,
went for Bushy.
Thank
should I
you.
go for Bushy?
Pick up John like that.
Right, Bushy. Yeah, Bushy.
Okay, so I went for you as well, Tom. I think
thank
you're
you, Phil.
absolutely hilarious, mate. Any show that if I'm not on it, I will try and watch it back. If I can't watch it back and I'm not part of the comments in the evening, I will always watch it back. And I pride myself in making sure that I'm trying to watch as many shows as possible. When I see you on, and this is nothing to do with anything else apart from I know that show, you are going to come out with something so funny. You probably won't even realize how funny you are. You just some stuff is accidentally funny. Some stuff is just your humor. And I just think you are, I don't know, you just, for this podcast, you're the proof that this podcast is about enjoying yourself, because every single show that you do, you enjoy yourself, and every single person that watches it ends up in stitches. And if they don't, then they have got some shady, opinions on what is funny and what is not, because you are hilarious, mate. So you get my vote. And overall, Tom, you got 66.7% of the votes on the back stage of it. Obviously, we've had the 3 votes added tonight, all for Bushy. But even Bushy at that point still doesn't quite catch you up, mate. And Tom, you win funniest podcaster of the year. Well done, you man. Well done.
Yes.
That's 2 for 2. That's Bushy getting the Millers one and this one, and Tom now
I'll
2 for 2.
I'll take it. And I want to thank all the people that went for that, and monkey tennis. Anyway, let's I'm really proud about that one.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next award, because obviously the night is pushing on. The next award is for most outrageous comment. Now, there's been so many comments, and so many things that have come out in some of these shows. This is the only award tonight where Mr. Kingbush himself appears twice. It's that intense. I've actually it's been that bad. Okay, but the 4 comments and the four incidences that have been brought up are as follows. Turbo Tom, with pretty much anything to do with the war. We know that you've got a military background, mate. Everything that comes out of your mouth when it comes towards the war, mate. Wow, some of those
Cardiff fans, I will blow you up.
Yeah, Cardiff fans, I will blow you up. That falls within that category, absolutely. The second nomination is Forest Phil, myself, for my comments a couple of weeks ago about Phil Foden. We can call it an outrageous comment, but then the following week, what happens is there's rumours floating around that Phil Foden could be leaving and going to Coventry City. So although it's an outrageous comment, there might be a little bit of truth behind it. Third was King Bush for his utter outrage and his utter anger towards female footballers and females playing the game that is football. And also King Bush for his outrageous comments. And he's made those comments already tonight about elite teams being in the Premier League and the likes of Bournemouth, Forest, Brighton, and Brentford should not be in Premier League.
I think my comments about Celtic might have got on here if Celtic fans were going to vote.
Absolutely as well.
That's
mental. You both could have been Celtic players and the Celtic fans. So yeah, be very interesting this one. And it was interesting. It was interesting. Some crazy votes have gone out there. Not as many as I thought, but it'd be great to hear people's who are watching tonight. Lots of people watching tonight. It'd be great to hear what your views are on this most outrageous comment. Is it Turbo Tom with the war? Is it myself with the Phil Foden comments? Is it King Bush with female footballers, or is it King Bush again with elite teams? As you are appearing twice on there tonight, Bushy, do you think it's fair that I've included female footballers and elite teams in the most outrageous comments?
I don't think I've made any outrageous comments about them.
We've done the funniest award, mate, already. That's gone.
Don't worry, someone's already won that one, mate.
Yeah, you already lost that one.
So are you going? What are you going for, Bushy?
Well, I'm not going for myself, obviously. I'm going to go for Tom's War.
The Tom's War. Okay. Brighton fan Dan, what are you edging towards tonight, mate?
Well, I mean, there's two options it could have been. I think that
Pair of
obviously
feet.
the elite teams, what you
On
said.
my
But I went with Lee Bush, the good old female footballers comment.
Especially after you went to
There's
see
no feet on my camera.
some female footballers playing at the Amex. Is that
Yeah,
right?
and I'm going to go see them at Wembley next weekend.
Absolutely good man. So Bushy, there he is.
Are you wearing
And there's
some
all
women's knickers while you go to watch it as well?
John, who have you gone for tonight, mate? On the most
Good evening. And I feel a bit silly now for my most controversial vote, because when you think about the comments made by a certain person, and I happened to be on this show when these comments were made about fighting on three fronts with the Germans and this and that and blowing people up here, there, and it. I wanted the world to swallow me whole. So my vote tonight is for Tom.
Okay, fantastic. My vote was also for you, Tom. Your comments that you come out with based on the war, it always reminds me of Fawlty Towers, and not to mention the war. And every time I see something, every time I see you comment about blowing somebody up or anything to do with the Germans or anything like that, I instinctively think of I think it was John Cleese and Prunella Scales are having a skit inside the dining room, and it was don't mention the war. And then obviously
I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it.
It's anything to do with war, mate. War against the Celtic fans, war against the Germans. You comment about foreigners. I think that was one of the main well. It just all in all, mate. You're a funny guy, and that outrageous comment of the war was definitely up there.
Yeah,
I think the funniest one. It was.
Don't repeat it, please.
It was either a Sunday show or whatever. And Luke was on it. Spurs Luke.
Oh, I've got the story for that. That's my vote. It's because of this one.
And then
it was an FPL show.
I went,
it was an FPL show, yeah.
How are Spurs going to get on? He went, oh, my cameras. I said, oh, no. He's getting bombed. He's in Dubai.
Yeah, that was it. He's in Dubai.
Dubai getting bombed. Yeah, I remember that one. That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And Spursy, what have you gone for, mate?
I went for Tom with the war as well. Like I remember an FPL show where he mentioned one time about a certain country between 1939 and 1945, and then he proceeded to go back 2 or 3 times and reference it again, and then apologize and say, "I'm not a Nazi," repeatedly. It just kept on spiraling.
It did
to the point where I decided at the end of the show I was going to stitch him up and say, as Tom would say, "Auf Wiedersehen." Like it just went so far and just kept going throughout the whole show of a 20-30 minute FPL show. It's just pure carnage.
We've had a couple of votes in the comments. We've had 2 votes for King Bush and his elite teams comments. Within our little podcast and within the votes that we had backstage, that adds an extra 2 to Bush's already 1 vote for the elite teams, but it's no way near the amount that Turbo Tom got for the war. So the 2 awards on the bounce go to Turbo Tom for his comments about Nazis blowing people up and the Germans. So
I'm not clapping any of those things, by the way, chat. Yes.
No, in my defence... in my defence, I actually voted for you, Phil, with the Phil Foden comment.
I remember when I made that comment. I think that's the loudest I've ever heard you laugh.
Yeah,
you did.
That was ridiculous. But when I want to reiterate about fighting on 3 fronts, right?
Not tonight.
This regards the FPL, right? And I was in different leagues. And the reason that Germany, I'm making it worse for myself now.
Yes, stop.
Germany lost the
Yeah.
war, the Americans, the British, and the Russians. And that's why they lost. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, I get most controversial comment and comedy. Happy days. Love it.
To be fair, when you're talking about in your defense, I thought you were going to start talking about Normandy.
Well, there's always time yet, Luke.
Okay, we're going to go on to our next award, which is Most Improved Podcaster. So again, if you are watching, please make sure that you are voting for our Most Improved Podcaster. And the nominations are as follows. John Sullivan, Ben Woodcock, Brighton Van Dan, and Luke Birch. So where are we going with this one? Bushy, where are you going with your Most Improved Podcaster, please, mate?
It was close because I think
Luke
Birch has done really well. Obviously, he's started hosting shows now. He's come on leaps and bounds, but I think we have to go Ben. I think from where he was to where he is now, I'll go Ben.
You're going Ben. Okay, lovely. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I completely agree. I mean, Ben's come on leaps and bounds. He's pushed and really put himself out of his comfort zone. I didn't vote for Ben. I voted for one particular person. He is sat here today. I feel as though he has also come on leaps and bounds. The way that he presents himself, what he's done off the podcast, and what he's done for himself, and the amount of support that he gives to his home team, and projects that across, despite all things that go against him. And I've had the great pleasure of personally meeting this guy, showing him around the wonderful City ground. And I hope one day I'll get to go to the Amex and possibly you can return that favor and show me around the Amex Stadium. I've gone for the man that is Brighton Van Dam. John,
you can't fault that. I mean, for me, obviously, everybody in this nomination has been unbelievable. So, John Sullivan, the reason I'll go for the reasons why I didn't vote the others. So just so you're aware. The reason why I didn't vote John is because I don't think he's improved. I think he's always been great. I've always had time for John.
That's a proper cop out, that is.
I was really where's that going, Bushy?
No. John is aware. I have always championed John.
Thank you.
John has had his own sort of battles and have respected them. And people used to say, "Oh, where's John gone?" John only ever went because John weren't ready in his mind. We've never had really a fallout between me and John. And I've always fought his corner because every time I think he comes on the show, he is great value, is great support of the channel. He's always in the comments, even when he's not on. And I know when I've done the lone Rotherham Saturday shows where I've been really struggling, doing it Mark Goldbridge style, just on my own. But John always pops up and he'll come on and sort of bail me out. So for me, that's why I wouldn't put him down as the most improved, because I don't think he's ever dropped his standard. I think he's always been good value. And that's same with Brighton Van Dan. I didn't even know he didn't have confidence. And that's the biggest compliment I can give him, because I thought he was. And the content he puts out with Brighton, I think is fantastic. He's very knowledgeable about Brighton. I do like winding him up, calling his team a small team, but they have done fantastic. And the fact that he travels all over the country, watching them is phenomenal. And he's just such a great person. He's a great supporter of the channel. He always tries jumping in. So again, I wouldn't say. I mean, he has come on, but he's always been great in my eyes. So that was the reason I didn't pick those two. And obviously, Luke, it was 50-50. We had pick between him and Bez, but I thought Luke again hasn't really come further than Ben's come further than anybody because he was struggling to even speak. He's lighted. He had a couple of sort of personal messages to me where he told me bits about his background, and I said, don't worry about it. You're still welcome on the show. You know what I mean? You work on it. We'll work with you. We'll put you on a quieter show because obviously the Rotherham shows are quite hectic. Quite a lot of comments were a bit much for him, and that's where I give kudos to Phil. Phil has took him under his wing and really brought him on. So I would thank Phil massively for Ben's award, which I think he will win. I could be saying all this and Ben doesn't win now, and that will make me look stupid. But I think Phil has played a big part in getting his confidence up on that FPL show.
Great.
Thanks.
That's the last time I've been nice to you, Phil.
Yeah,
it
genuinely isn't down to me. It's just all about that encouragement, and Ben thrives off that. When you give that lad time, you give him a bit of time to really go for it.
Best Ben comment, Phil, was when he'd been on your FPL show and he put in the chat, I was really good on there tonight, weren't I, lads? So, you've been very modest, Ben.
Yeah. He put his headset were really good, weren't it? I saw that.
I don't know if he put it in the group or it just came to me. He sent me a message today saying, and I don't know if it's connected to the awards or anything like that, but he sent me, will you give me some honest feedback? How do you think I'm getting on the show? So he
I've not does that regular and like I said, all the encouragement, and thank you, Danny, who's voted for him in the chat as well. It does mean a lot to him because he does self-evaluate himself as well. So people have to be sort of careful online. I mean, a lot of abuse goes out to people that are on this podcast. What I would say is just direct your abuse at me because I can handle it. Where some of the other lads are, it's not really fair. It's not like they're getting paid to be on here. They're doing it because they enjoy it, and that shouldn't be mocked by anybody. And if I ever find people that do that, I'll always back my guys on the podcast 100%. So, like I say, Ben is a fantastic person, and he's done well, and deserves this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I am going to slap you around the face a little bit, Bushy, because Ben didn't get majority of the votes.
Oh dear,
so did get majority of the votes. So let's face it, right? Let's have a look in real terms. You kind of covered it, Bushy, but in real terms, the 4 people on that list there all have made a massive impact, probably on their own progression, how they've gone through their time here on the podcast. Whether it's something that they've taken out there personally as well to develop. So I think all 4 of those, and I think you'll agree, is rightly on that list. Ben is absolutely fantastic. And it was really close, it was very close. There's only 1 vote in it. That vote from Danny has topped it that to make it 1 vote away, basically. But the winner of most improved podcaster goes to John Sullivan.
No way.
Absolutely.
Fair enough, John. John's the man.
We didn't get to ask anyone else who we voted for because Lee took out.
I'm just conscious of time. Obviously,
Thank you. I don't. Wow. Thank you. All right. Fair enough.
Well done, John. Good lad.
Yeah,
well done, John.
Wow.
Okay,
I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. Wow.
We're going to push on. We've got 3 awards remaining. The next award, and this award, you kind of got to think back a little bit to this award, really, because this award comes based on people that are no longer on the show. and people that have been on the show in the 2025-26 season and maybe missed by people. They're wondering where they are and what they're doing, whether they left due to their own things happening in their own life, or they left based on they want to concentrate on other things rather than this podcast. We have made an award for the most missed podcaster. And you might miss them for varying reasons and various things. Now there was five nominations based on the program that we're using. You can only put four options on there. So I won't mention who it was. You guys know who it was, but I won't mention who it was. They actually didn't get any of the votes. So I'm not going to mention who it is for that reason, because obviously it's a bit mean. But the most missed podcasters go down to Sunderland Dan, Carl Horsfield, George Harper, or Glory Hole as we all called him, and James Hutchinson, or Hutcho. Again, all four people highly missed by us here at KB Terrace Talk. Fantastic contributions that they gave us at the time of when they were on. Bushy, over to you, mate. Of the four there, who do you miss the most?
This one was tough. I'd say for the actual overall football knowledge, I would say Sunderland Dan. I think we miss his football knowledge, but for me, banter-wise, when he were on, which wasn't that often, I would probably say Carl. With my debates with him with Man City, obviously now they haven't won anything and they haven't been done for cheating yet, and he's disappeared into the sunset now. Now, when he predicted that Forest had finished above Man United, Man U wouldn't get in the top 10, and I told him Man U had finished third, he's all of a sudden disappeared. So, bye, Carl.
If you're watching tonight, Carl, please make sure that you send Bushy some abuse on TikTok or on X. That would be fantastic. I voted for GH. I absolutely miss that guy. I think he brought a lot to the table in terms of,
but not football knowledge.
No football knowledge there. No. But he brought a lot to the table. I mean, only Liverpool fan, probably the only Liverpool fan that's in the country at the minute. And just his comedic value to everything. But it wasn't forced with GH. It was all inadvertent comedy. It was just unequivocal. He's that sort of person in real life. There's no performance. There's no nothing with it. It is just GH, and I miss that. I miss that part of him, and I
can't believe there's 300 people watching this right now.
I know, it's amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Us talking about GH.
Yeah, absolutely. Spursy, who have you gone for, mate?
So it was a toss-up between Carl and GH for me. But I'll tell you what the thing that got it over the line. Carl bought me a Chinese because he lost that bet to me. So that is what got it over the line. So I miss Carl the most. I wish I could.
What, he actually bought you a Chinese?
Yeah, it was a forfeit. Yeah.
It was a massive forfeit.
Me and him,
yeah, but I just
bet.
didn't think he would have done it. He never.
It was based on Newcastle as well.
Yeah. Never returned the Manager of the Month award back.
Don't remind me.
Chinese.
The bet was that Newcastle would draw 0-0 with Wolves.
Oh, don't please. Can we move on? Thank you.
And I got myself a 20 quid Chinese, so I was very happy.
Thank you, Newcastle.
Yeah, well done, John. Who have you missed?
Well, I'd just like to go back an award because I didn't get to speak. Thanks, Bushy. But I do want to just say quickly, because I know time's tickety-booing. Dan, you got my vote. I think you've come an absolute awfully long way. Your TikToks are just fantastic. And for someone I know personally, we've had our ups and downs. You've had a lot of stuff going on in your personal life, Dan. It's a credit to you. So well done. My vote for the most missed, I couldn't care less about two people, was Carl, because I think he brought a lot to the table with the Mount Rushmore, and also Hutch was very, very good as well. So for me, it was Carl.
So, John, who can
Who are the two that you don't
just
like?
just so
We
you
know-
can put you down for
Push it,
controversial
push it.
podcast.
We know the two that you don't
I think one's not on the list, and
No.
one we've just discussed.
Well,
so,
one was on the list. One was on the list, but because I can't put 5 options up there, and that.
well, he's not getting my vote. Well, I don't anyway. But yeah, I think Carl added a lot of value to the show.
John, I'll tell you what, John. He got about as many votes. That's why I took him off the list as he does on his TikToks.
Wow.
Yeah. So putting that out there. I'll be the most controversial comment for you for the night.
I don't even know who we're talking about here, by the way.
He's an Arsenal fan.
Formerly hosted an FPL show.
Oh, right.
Likes Pokemon.
Those Pokemon.
Too much.
He loves to be really adulty and block people and not talk to them. Anywho, next, Luke.
Possibly could end up on a register one day. Who knows? But anyway,
I'm not saying this now, but next week they'll be best friends again.
Bloody hell.
And then it'll be like, I'm sorry.
Most missed podcaster, please, Tom.
Say that again, Phil.
Most missed podcaster, please. It'd be
What's
me
it
now.
called?
The
The whole guess who there was just ridiculous. But I'm going to give it to GH because
legend.
He was just clueless.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was
Because
funny.
the reason Tom's gone for GH is because it actually makes Tom feel like he's got some football knowledge.
Oh, bushy.
Oh, we're
Bushy. Bushy. Do you not remember the Sunday service Phil did where I schooled you all in the football quiz? And I won by a country mile?
Did we ever have this quiz? So
No,
Yeah, we did.
I
won by a mile.
think Tom was dreaming this one. Dreamt it.
Phil, do
Anyway.
you remember the quiz?
I do remember the quiz, yeah.
Who won the quiz, Phil?
It was me, I think.
Brighton fan Dan. Who
Didn't win it? No. Who won the quiz,
Tom,
Phil?
it's getting late. Come on.
Sorry, my microphone's got my.
Oh, exactly.
Brighton fan
I'll
Dan.
win it.
Who have you voted for?
Right. So for me, it was a tough decision because I feel like in their own way, everyone bought something. But for me personally, it was Sunderland Dan because I feel like his attitude towards everything, his knowledge about his football club, the fact that even when Sunderland lost, he'd come on, show his face, he wouldn't hide away. I feel like the fact that he obviously knew about his football club and didn't need to use Google or ChatGPT or anything like that others may have had to use, not naming names, but we know.
DH.
I didn't say it.
I love DH. I'll say what the fuck I want.
But yeah, for me, for those reasons that I've mentioned, it goes to Sunderland Dan.
It goes to Sunderland.
Fair play.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that with there's been no votes obviously on the comments tonight, but I can tell you with only 33% of the votes. So obviously lots of different votes will go in different ways, but 33% of the votes, and it goes to Carl. Carl wins that most missed podcast. We've got an update. Villa winners from Rate Chuffed. So we've got
That's going to change things.
the Europa league winners are Villa. Well done, Villa. So 2 more awards to go. Probably the most 2 anticipated awards and 2 of the biggest awards of the night. And we're going to start with the 2026 Premier League podcast show of the year. There's 3 nominations for this, and the 3 nominations are as follows. It is this show, which is the Wednesday Premier League show. It is the Friday FPL show, or it is Sunday Turbo Tom's Sunday Ratum Slatum, whatever you want to call it, that is up for grabs as well. So 3 shows that we show on the Premier League. It would be absolutely fantastic if as many people that are watching tonight could vote on this, either 1, 2, or 3 in the comments, please. So, Bushy, as it's your name above the door, I'd like you to tell us who your vote for the 2026 Premier League podcast show of the year is, please.
I love them all. So it's a very difficult one. I love Tom's Sunday show. I love the FPL show. But I would have to go with the show that I started and then Phil continued, which is the Premier League show. I think that has been the best one for me. So number one.
Thank you, Bushy. Thank you. Yeah, we both led on that, didn't we, mate? You took control of that at the start, and then it kind of grew from there. Really, we got a lot of I think the Premiership WhatsApp group that we had at the time. I think that only grew based purely on that show. The amount of people that we brought in because of that show, brought into the podcast, it just grew and grew and grew. And I think that wasn't the one I voted for. I didn't vote for either of those two, the FPL or that. I voted for Tom's Rate 'em or Slate 'em show. I think since my very, very bad attempt of a Sunday night show, thinking that I could really push a Sunday night show.
I thought your show was great, Phil.
Level.
Honestly, I thought Sunday service was fantastic.
I thought your show was great, Phil. I think your show was great, Tom. However, the highest viewing rating, Rate 'em or Slate 'em Sunday show was hosted by who?
King Bush.
King Bush. Yeah, all right.
Which
The
one
one
that
last Sunday, Bushy is creeping up, mate.
So no, I voted for the Sunday Rate 'em and Slate 'em show. I think it's an absolutely fantastic show. Fell straight into it, Tom, and you've done an absolutely fantastic job of it and taken it all the way, mate. And I genuinely love that show, mate. We've got another one there, Kobe Joe 11 with number 3 Sunday Roast, and also Z2 2016 RUFC has also voted for your show, Tom, of Sunday Rate 'em or Slate 'em. John,
good evening,
mate. Which
this was hard because I am a very much a big fan of the FPL show, and I love being on it. Phil, you're a great host and you direct us so well. Lee, you started this all off on a Premier League show, but for me, the Chuckle Brothers, the knowledge on the fountain of Danny and Tom and Danny, whatever shite they talk about, it has to be the Sunday Roast show for me.
Oh, I'm honoured.
Okay. Brighton fan Dan, just a quick one we've had in. Southampton's appeal has been dismissed, according to Scott Kent.
Good.
Terrible, by the way, that.
Good.
Terrible place.
I'm sure there will be a show and some TikToks based on that, absolutely. But Brighton fan Dan, where are you going with this one, please, mate?
Well, I had to think about this, and again, it's nothing personal. It's not that I prefer any of the shows. I think all the shows that are on here and Millers and stuff are really great. But for me, I voted for the Premier League show purely because that's where I kick-started joining. Obviously, it's now Wednesday, but when it originally started, that was my first show. So that's the one that meant the most to me. So based on being able to join such a fantastic group of lads, that was where my vote went. But obviously, I really like the FPL show when I can get on that. And unfortunately, Sundays aren't a great day for me, but I still watch it on the Monday or a Tuesday. So I do still watch it. I just can't be on it live. So for me, it was the Premier League show.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks very much, mate. Tom, where are you? Where's your vote gone to, mate?
The Sunday Roast, obviously.
You can't vote for yourself,
It's been hosted by myself, Bushy, Phil. So
it's been hosted by everybody. That Sunday Roast really has, hasn't it? The Sunday show in its entirety has been hosted by numerous of us, really, hasn't it? But I think you've taken it to the next level, Tom. You really have, mate. You've taken it to the next level. Spurs, who have you gone for, mate?
I mean, for me, it's personally the FPL, not the FPL show. Sorry, no, the Premier League show, the Wednesday. Whoa. Yeah, I misspoke. Sorry. Even though I did host the Premier, I mean, I can't do. I hosted the FPL show once. That totally
You did.
means it's out the question. Yeah, Wednesday night Prem show. It's for me. It's the one that I've been the most involved in, but at the same time, like, I've just not caught up with some of the others, unfortunately. But some of the camaraderie on here, some of the bands we've had on Prem show, whether it was the bets, which was actually more FPL, but still there was bets on this. For me, it's the Premier League show. That's what brings me here.
Well, I can say tonight has been a very, very interesting night and full of ups and downs. And this award here is an ups or down, because as of the start of the show, the votes were slightly, and I mean very, very slightly, in favour of the Premier League show. However, based on the audience that are watching tonight, and obviously the votes that were already cast, the winner of the 2026 Premier League Podcast Show of the Year goes to Sundays, Rayton, Slayton, Turbo, Tom.
That's the biggest deal of the night.
Tom. Before the show, it was 6 votes for the Premier League show, 4 votes for the Sunday show, 2 for the FPL show. We've had an outstanding amount of comments coming in about the Sunday show, and that is now taking you to 7 votes over the 6 for the Wednesday show.
However, it should be a tie because Rate Chuffed has said, could we vote for our own show? I didn't know that.
No, well, Rate Chuffed.
No, that'd make it one more.
That would make it 5-8.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't. No, because Rate Chuffed voted for the Wednesday show. He's just saying there, because Tom voted for the Sunday show. He didn't.
Yeah, but I don't think you're allowed to vote for your own shows.
Oh, here we go.
No, you can't. It's just a show, isn't it? It's just a show, isn't it?
Hang on.
This is like Southampton all over again, this.
Based on it, guys. Based on it.
Get the lawyers out.
Hold on. VAR states it's Brian Burmo. It wasn't a handball.
Are you wearing an Arsenal badge? Oh, play on.
So anyway, we're not going to take it away from you, Tom. Turbo Tom, rate him all Slater.
No. Can I just say something on this award? Actually, I want to say a massive thank you to Danny, my co-host, John, who's co-hosted me a lot as well. I want to say a massive thank you for Phil for the concept with his Sunday service. I want to say a massive thank you to Bushy for stepping in here and there. I want to say thank you to everybody who's ever appeared on it. And listen, it probably is the second best show on KB Terrace Talk after Monday Night Millers, one would imagine. But a massive shout out I want to give to the FPL show, because the FPL show, for my money, has the best graphics, it has a fantastic host, and it has the best information, and it does not get the credit it deserves. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Well done, Tom. Well done for the Sunday service and a lovely little speech there. We are now coming to the final award of the night. You've been watching, and thank you for the time that you've given us tonight, for both all my panelists and obviously people that are watching tonight. The final
overtime here.
The biggest award is the 2026 Premier League Podcast Host of the Year. I've spelled host wrong, that's all. So the nominations are as follows: King Bush, Turbo Tom, Forrest Phil, and Luke Birch. Okay, so I want everybody now who is watching the show tonight, please, this is the pinnacle of awards. You all need to vote. Put your votes in the comments. Either put in 1, 2, 3, or 4. Danny, already straight in with a vote for King Bush. I'm going to go around everybody while we're getting those votes in from the comments and see where all your guys' votes are going. So, Bushy, as your name is above the door, final vote of the night, mate. 2026 Premier League Podcast Host of the Year. Obviously, you can't vote for yourself. I know you.
Oh, but we can.
Well, Tom just did.
Vote for
I won't vote for myself anyway. I'll vote for Tom.
I know you've got an ego, Bushy, but come on.
I'll vote for Tom.
Bushy, who are you voting for, mate?
Tom.
You voted for Tom. There's some votes coming in for you, Bushy. There is some votes. We went into this voting tonight, and Bushy, you actually had 0 votes going into this tonight.
Oh,
you had
boy.
0 votes. It was between 2 people, essentially. And we've had 3 votes for you already in the comments from Danny, Johnny Talks, and the real Phil Smith. So you now on 3 votes, mate. So, John.
Good evening.
Who have you voted for, mate?
Well, this was tough, and I want to just say, first and foremost, Lee Bush, you brought me to this show. You have a very way with words. I couldn't vote for you. Tom, also, you're an amazing person, great host. But for me, I was drawn to one person, and that's because when I came back, he made sure the band was back together, and that's Phil. And he's always just there. And I know, Lee, you are there for me too, but I had to vote for Phil.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Very nice. Very nice comments, mate. I really appreciate that. Dan.
Yeah, I mean, everyone on that list, I think you're all fantastic. Like, generally, I think everyone who steps up to host, nothing but massive respect for you, because it does take a lot to host a show. So, first and foremost, even if they're not in that boat, fair play to anyone that's ever hosted a show on maybe Terrace or Miller's or anything like that. For me, my vote went to you, Phil. That was nothing against anyone. It's simply just because I've done the most shows with you. And I feel like when you host, you have fantastic graphics, you've got the knowledge, and you really bring the show to life, especially the FPL shows. So that is the reason that you got my vote. But as I say, I had nothing against everyone else. Full respect to you all. But Phil just got my vote.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate them comments. Lovely. Tom.
Yeah, really tough one. I think certainly Premier League side of things, it has to go to Phil for me, because he hosts obviously the Wednesday stuff, the FPL show. I can't vote for myself. Obviously, Bush is the goat on the side of Rugby United sort of stuff. But Phil, you get my vote for best host, as it were, Premier League side of things.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tom. Really appreciate that, mate. Spursy?
Yeah, so just quickly before I give best host, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, because I didn't get to say at the time, the most improved for me was Birchie. Like, he took on from there, from being, we had Hutcho as a Leeds fan at the time, and he's fully stepped into the role and beyond for me at that point, which is why I went for him over Ben in that one. That being said, I went for a person who personally, I mean, I've been on shows where it's been just me and this person in terms of, and we've still managed to go over time when we've managed to just have two people on a show, and we managed to go over time in terms of that's how much we chatted shit back and forth. So I'm going with Phil here.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I enjoyed that show. That was a cracking show as well. I didn't know. I thought I was going to start that show on my own, and obviously, no, you didn't put it in the poll, and then you amazingly appeared, and it was a cracking show. Really, really, really enjoyed that show. My vote went to Tom. Consistent, mate. Absolutely consistent in terms of host. You're hilarious. You have you bring everything to the plate in my eyes, mate. The comedy value, the knowledge, the way that you interact with the audience, the way that the audience interact with you. I sometimes struggle with that. You know, I can interact with the audience, but getting it back, I struggle with that. So I have to overcompensate with the things like possibly the graphics and stuff like that, and the fact that I waffle on a lot. You know, and I think I put it I put it down to obviously my background and what I do. I'm quite a confident speaker anyway, so it doesn't really affect me. But in terms of the host, Tom, you're a legend, mate. And
thanks, mate.
Mate, honestly, I really do.
Appreciate that.
Well, the people have spoken, and this award tonight has had the most votes throughout all the awards that we've had tonight. Bushy, you've gone from starting the show tonight with no votes for this category, and just
anti-Man United, isn't it?
Just from the viewers, mate. You've had 6 votes. You've had 6 votes tonight. Nobody else has been voted for by the general community. So I would like personally to say, you know, on behalf of KB, Terrace Talk and everything like that, and everybody that here tonight and everybody that's watching, if it wasn't for you, mate, none of this would have happened in the slightest. You know, I know we have the banter about the ego and all this malarkey, and, you know, it's your name above the door and so on and so forth. But if it wasn't for you and what you've done, and I know you've done this for nothing apart from to do something that you've not done before. I know we've had many a conversation about it, and if it wasn't for you, mate, this show and any of this, what we're doing today, wouldn't be possible in the slightest. Now, I know, obviously, towards the back end of this season, you've kind of taken a back step when it comes to hosting and given the confidence to other people to host and take that role. And I think that's probably why the start of, obviously, the evening, you didn't have any of the votes, and then you picked up so many votes from the actual viewers, because the viewers love you. Deep down inside, the viewers love you. They might give you a load of shit. You might get called controversial and so on and so forth. But if it wasn't for you, mate, none of this would be possible. And I thank you for that massively, mate. I know we've known each other for a long time. But if it wasn't for you, you know, none of this would be here today. So in my eyes, you know, every award should go to you, really, because obviously, you know, without you, we wouldn't be having these awards. But results pick for themselves. Obviously, you picked up the winner of the 2026, and I'm baffled with this one, but the 2026 Premier League Podcast Host of the Year goes to me. Yeah. Genuinely, I am genuinely appreciative of everybody that watches any of our shows, whether it be my shows, Tom's, anything on KB Terrace Talk. Just absolutely amazing. You picked up another one, Bushy, 7 now. But absolutely, yeah. Thank you to everybody. You know, I joined this podcast right from the beginning. Bushy hoiked me in with it. Come with the idea, and we kind of ran with it. And I'm just so thankful for him. I come on this podcast for nothing but enjoyment. I have a very stressful life, very busy life, and this is kind of my little break away from the general stresses and strains of what is life. I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for, you know, likes, comments, shares, you know, people following me on TikTok. I'm not here for any of that. I'm here for my own enjoyment, and I've had a fantastic 2026, and here's to 2027 and beyond. So yeah, but it all goes down, and thanks to Bushy on that one. So thank you, mate. I really appreciate everything you've done for us all. As it's your show, Bushy, and it's the last, obviously, as it's your name, have you got any final comments before we close off for the night?
No, not really. Thanks for everybody that's tuned in. Still sort of over 300 people watching, which is fantastic. Really appreciate your support of the channel. We've got a lot of stuff coming ahead. I believe there will be a Rotherham United show tomorrow, talking about the events of today and potentially a new manager tomorrow. So that will be a good show to tune into. We've got a lot of World Cup content coming with Tom, so and some various different shows. So they will continue. The FPL will be here on Friday, I believe. Is that the final FPL show Friday?
It will be the final FPL show.
That isn't hosted by you, is it? I don't know. I'm going that. Obviously, Tom's show will be on Sunday, but we will be looking next season to revamp some of the shows as well. So any suggestions that you want to see, that you want us to do differently, we are open to offers. We're also open to new panelists as well. So if there is people wanting to come on, whether it be the Premier League, the FPL, the Rotherham show, they're all going to be basically similar sort of shows, but they will be restructured and a lot more sort of professional than what it's been. We're all new to this game, so we're ever learning. So we are going to sort of revamp sort of certain things just to make that experience a bit better for people. I've already had some sort of messages today, so obviously we always take the feedback on board. We're always looking to improve, so yeah, keep watching. And like I say, if there's things you want to see more of, we will endeavor to do that. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Well done to everybody that's been on the shows, that continues to be on the show, and this is to the people that are in the panel on the show now. If you are wanting to sort of host your own show as well, or take a step forward, send me a message. If you feel like that you want to do that, we can have a chat, and we can look to do something with you. If you've got a good idea, let's try it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's fantastic.
More Tom. We want more of Tom.
As long as it's not a Pokemon show.
Yeah.
I'm not going to accept any Pokemon shows.
Oh, see you later.
That's half my content.
That's Luke done then.
I just wanted to give a final shout out to all the viewers tonight. Fantastic viewing figures tonight. It's probably because of King Bush. He'll claim it's because of him anyway. But guys, if you are watching and you're watching on any other channel apart from KB We Love Football on YouTube, please jump over to KB We Love Football on YouTube and just click subscribe to our channel, please. All those subscriptions help in growing our channel and growing who we are. So if you get 5 minutes, just please jump over to YouTube.
Yeah, because most people are watching on X by the look of it.
They are mostly watching on X. So please jump over to KB We Love Football and just subscribe to our channel. It just helps us grow a little bit more and grow this part of what is a fantastic family that is KB Terrace Talk. Anyway, I've taken up everybody's time enough tonight. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to my 5 wonderful panelists. Well done to all the winners of the awards tonight. We will see you on the next stream. See you all.